Welcome to 6th grade health. This is lesson 152. We are going to be looking at pages 91 to 94. Just to the top of that page, it's got that new section, God's Word on Disease, that you're going to stop at. You won't read that today. We'll read that tomorrow. So, but today we're looking at protection through prevention. And so I'm going to ask a few questions. And then then we'll look at this, okay? So from what you were doing yesterday, we have the lymphatic system. And what are the parts of the lymphatic system that are around your nose or your nostril? So the adenoids. What about the front of your throat? That's your tonsils, okay? What about the one that's in between your lungs, but it shrinks as you grow? It produces white blood cells, and then it doesn't, as you get older, it shrinks and it produces less and less. Probably already said the answer like 4 times now, thymus. What about the one that is in the, in your small intestines? Okay, that's Peyer's patches. And then the one that is kind of shaped like an ear, it's about the size of your fist. Which one is that? That's your spleen, okay? And then throughout your lymphatic system, there's these little tiny bumps. What are those called? Lymph nodes, okay? And so some of them are about an inch, and some of them are a little bit bigger, but they go all through your lymphatic system. And so they help your body fight off disease. So, in this study, you've been reminded continually the best way to prevent diseases is to prevent them. Many of our diseases come from neglect or poor nutrition. And so your body is then weak because of that neglect and poor nutrition. So there are some diseases that can come because you don't eat enough of the nutrients that your body needs. And so remember on page 68 and 69, we have that nutrient chart you can look at. But one of the diseases is scurvy. And you can get scurvy from a lack of vitamin C. And so you've got weakness, tooth loss, bleeding of the mucous membrane and the nose, mouth, and throat. And so that's one disease that is a lack of vitamin C. And so you can get that vitamin C from either taking a supplement that has vitamin C, or there's many fruits and vegetables that will give you vitamin C. Rickets is another disease, and that is one on the skeletal system. And so rickets it's due to an insufficient amount of calcium or vitamin D. And so, vitamin D deficiency is what rickets is. And then that can lead to osteoporosis, and that's your insufficiency of calcium. And so these diseases are very serious. They break down your body. They make you weak. You're susceptible to other illnesses when you have something like this, because your body doesn't have the correct nutrients that it needs. And so that's one way that we can fight off diseases, is by giving our body the nutrients that it needs, and by making sure that we're not neglecting our bodies. And something that it does say, that the popular quotation, it's humorous, but there is truth in it. You are what you eat. Your health depends greatly on your diet. If you are eating a bunch of junk food, you're going to be tired all the time. And if you are eating lots of food with high sugar, your body is drained of that, of being able to just keep up with the daily things that you need to do. But if you are eating, and I'm not saying that you can't eat, snacks and desserts that you may enjoy, but you need to do them in smaller amounts. Okay, don't sit down and eat half a bag of chips or a whole bag of chips. Don't eat 3 pieces of cake or a dozen cookies in one sitting. If you eat a small portion of it, and remember, trying to eat those foods at a meal, so that you would then to eating sugar-rich foods with a meal helps push those down, and then brushing your teeth after a meal is helpful in keeping your teeth healthy. And so and there are healthy snacks to choose from, and so most of your snacks should be something more healthy, like carrot sticks, and celery sticks, and then you might choose a yogurt or cheese and cracker, something like that, peanut butter and crackers, something that is a little bit more healthy than eating a candy bar. Okay, so keeping that in mind, just trying to be mindful of your health, and that food has a big part in that. Another big part of your health is getting enough sleep. You may notice that you're more cranky when you don't have enough sleep, or that you're very tired and you can't do what you normally would be able to do. So the amount of rest you get is directly related to your body's resistance to disease. And so when you are exhausted, you're more likely to get sick, or to develop some sort of disease like this. The exercise for fitness, the Indian ball, that was looks like a fun game. It would be neat to play with you guys. We would, maybe it would be at some point, maybe we can get together this summer and do something like this. But it's a combination of softball and bowling, and so it looks fun. So you can read about that. Exercising daily, as I have been getting into the habit of exercising more and trying to increase my stamina, and trying to lose a little bit of weight, and trying to be prepared for camp this summer. And so when your body is moving, we've learned about the lymphatic system, that it needs those muscle movements to keep it going, and you have less strain on your heart when you exercise. And so those who exercise on a regular basis, there's fewer cases of cancer and heart disease among those who exercise. And so it doesn't mean that you wouldn't get something, because some of those things are genetic, and sometimes you do get them anyway. But if we can do what we can now to prevent that, you're more likely to be a little bit healthier when you do have that, as far as the rest of your body is a little bit healthier. So it's definitely something that to keep in mind, is that exercise and moving your body helps keep everything circulating the way it should, and is less strain on your body. The soap and water habit, you guys, this has been talked about a lot, making sure that you wash your hands. There's certain times that are very important to wash your hands: before eating, after handling garbage, using the restroom, coughing, sneezing, or blowing your nose, handling a pet. It is very important to wash your hands, because then whatever was on them, you're washing that as much as you can, the bacteria off of them. And so you're less likely to, you know, if you were to go to eat something and you went to put something in your mouth and then all of a sudden the bacteria is on the food that you're putting in your mouth, and then then it goes into your body. And so that's the idea, is that we really need to just be making sure that we're washing our hands frequently to help prevent that bacteria from getting into us. One of the things that you guys are probably starting to deal with, and it's not fun, let me tell you, is acne. And so it's generally during the teen years, but it can go farther, and I still deal with a little bit of acne. The acne is an inflammation of the sebaceous glands. That's your oil glands in your skin. And so they become inflamed, and that's how you get blackheads, whiteheads, and pimples. And in more severe cases, you can get cysts formed by clogged pores rupturing beneath the skin. And so that's not fun. So the best way to treat it is to treat mild acne is to keep your face and hair clean to avoid excessive buildup of oil. So you want to wash your face with mild soap 2 or 3 times a day. If you wash it more frequently, you're actually going to cause your skin to produce more oil, and it actually becomes a greater problem than what you had. And so keeping your hair neat and clean and style it away from acne prone areas. You know, you can usually find mild medication that it has benzoyl peroxide to help heal acne. You shouldn't use cold creams, oily lotions, or oil-based makeup. I know that is an extreme problem for Ryan, or that oil-based makeup. I'm just teasing. No, but you want to make sure that you are using, avoiding some of those things, because it will just add to the problem of the acne. You know, if it becomes serious, you can see a dermatologist. They are a skin doctor, and they can help you with something a little bit more powerful to help it, and they can also help prevent your skin from getting damaged and scarring. And so there are certain foods that can aggravate it, like soft drinks or chocolate, greasy foods. So you might have to avoid them temporarily in order to prevent you from having more. All right, so you have a health worksheet 6 to do. And so reading pages 91 to 94, right to where we were, do health worksheet 6. And then for homework for this lesson is to read pages 94 to 96, do chapter checkup 5, A, number 8 through 11, and C, number 5 through 9 on paper. And then study pages 83 to 93 for a quiz that is tomorrow or Thursday, okay? So that's the health for today. I'm just gonna ask a couple questions from what we just read. Why is it important to keep cuts and other sores clean? Okay, it's cleansing a wound kills or washes away pathogens which could enter and infect the body. Why would the flow of lymph be greatest during periods of physical exercise? Lymph can move only when muscles of the body contract. The more muscle contractions that occur, the more lymph is forced to flow. The better your body is at taking care of itself. How could putting your hands on your face aggravate an acne problem? Well, your hands can spread dirt, oil, and bacteria. These are 3 of the main agents that cause and spread acne, as I demonstrate there. Anyway, so make sure that you are taking these things into consideration. Do your health worksheet 6 and read these pages, and then do the homework. Don't forget to study for the quiz and be ready to take that tomorrow. All right, we will see you in the next lesson, and have a good night.